So we're going to compare these two compounds below. A combination of rules start to come into play here, and so we're going to see how things play out. So the first rule being we want to have the longest continuous chain that contains the double bonds and triple bonds, but it also has to contain the highest priority group. And if we notice here, we've got an alcohol that is situated not in part of the longest continuous chain that contains both the double bond and the triple bond in this case. So this would be a side chain, which we can't have because its highest priority. It needs to be part of the continuous chain. So we're going to then have to find the longest continuous chain that contains one of the double bonds or triple bond and contains the highest priority functional group. So if we go across here like this, we only contain 6 carbons. And if we were to go across the bottom here, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. Similarly here, if we go straight across, we're going to have 8 carbons in the chain. So that means now that this becomes a side group hanging off. It's a 2-carbon chain in both cases. So normally this would be an ethyl group if it was just an alkyl group, but it's not. It's an alkene and an alkyne. So this will be an ethenyl group, and this will be an ethenyl group. And now if we were to continue with the numbering, 1 in the 2 position is the alcohol, 3, 4 position is where we're going to find this ethenyl and the ethenyl. 5, 6, 7 position is where this ene is going to be. So there's a 7 position is an ene in both cases. So let me clean this up and we'll start writing out the names. So starting with the base chain name, I've got an octane. The octane then, the highest priority group is an alcohol, so this is going to be an octanol. The ane is going to turn into an ene because of this double bond, and then this ethenyl will come out front. So this octane will change into an octanol. I'm going to indicate the number for the carbon, and it's going to be specifically this one because this is a side chain that's going to be out front. And so now I need to indicate in the 4 position there's this ethenyl. So out here I'm going to have an ethenyl, and it's going to be an octanol. And now in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 position is the octanol. I'll put the 7 in there. And in the 1, 2 position is the ol. So let me clean this up and we'll write out the full name. So finishing it off, this is a 4 ethenyl oct 7 ene 2 ol. A couple things to notice. I didn't need to put the E in the end here because I have the vowel O on the end here. There's no stereochemistry here because this is a CH2 group. As well, there's no stereochemistry here because it is a CH2 group. If it was a propyl group here, then there would be stereochemistry that we would have to be associated and get even more complicated. But there is no stereochemistry, luckily for this example. And then to finish off the other one, similarly, it's the only difference is it's an ethenyl. So this would be a 4 ethenyl. I really hope I'm spelling this right. I'll go back and spell it correctly. 7 ene 2 ol.